Have you ever had your guts rearranged? Pause. Predators!
Yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa! Hello and welcome back to the Full Fat Podcast. We're doing a full Predator ranking and Charlie is currently working out where to put AVPR Requiem. Which I sympathise with.
See it live, mate. Is it live?
It is shit, but you're just like, is it worse than this thing? You know?
Yeah. Is this alright? Is this mic alright? Is it in the right spot?
I think so. I mean, as long as it's
I'll
turned
turn it
away
a
from
little
you, the
bit.
better.
Yeah, exactly.
My
big gob.
awful takes. But yeah, how you doing?
Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good.
It's been a lot of us since we've done a pod.
It has, yeah.
We could do a full ranking, right from the bottom to the tippity top.
Mm-hmm.
Every Predator. Of course, Badlands has just released one of two 2025. Let's get the year right. Predator films.
Yeah.
Should we just give a quick overview of Badlands, kind of what we thought of it, I guess, and then jump into the rankings? I feel like if we have Badlands at different points in our ranking, then maybe we'll sort of miss the chance to talk about it sort of at the same time.
Good shout. Yeah.
But what did you think?
I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. I thought Ellie Fanning was great in it. But I would say overall, I think it's just fine. I love the premise of it, but I feel like it could have been a lot. Yeah. Why are you laughing?
The whole time I was thinking of the guy from The Office, like, Ellie Fanning, never heard of her. Oh, Elle Fanning. Oh yeah. I'm only pulling you up on it because I keep getting pulled up on it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Apparently, it's Elle Fanning.
It's Elle Fanning.
So
Okay.
I want to say Ellie Fanning.
Yeah.
I always want to say Ellie Fanning.
Yeah.
Like,
it rings.
Elle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rings
Elle.
back,
Just Elle. Because there's no I. It's just ELLE.
Yeah. Elle Fanning.
Yeah.
And I thought she was great, but I feel like I love the premise of it, and I liked where it started, but I feel like it becomes Guardians of the Predators by the end of it. It becomes the Predalorian by the end. And
well, it's the Predalorian from the start, isn't it?
It is the Predalorian from the start. I just feel like I enjoyed it. It's just not exactly what I would have wanted from this premise, but I did enjoy it, and I did have a lot of fun. But yeah,
I agree with you. The tone is kind of a weird one because it's so tonally different from every other Predator movie, and also there's a load of alien staples in it, and then it's got me thinking about how different it is to all these alien things.
Yeah,
like just the fact that Wayland Yutani and Simps are in it. I'm just thinking like the fact that Dex going on this kind of like humorous at times journey, and somewhere out there, David is experimenting on people. It's almost the fun of a shared universe. I think we talked about this before, like Daredevil. Yeah, you know, you got Kingpin ripping a guy's head out, and then you've got like Miss Minutes somewhere else. You know, a sentient fucking cartoon clock. I don't think it's anywhere near as egregious as those examples, but it is weird to have any kind of lightheartedness in it,
especially when you're following a monster that we've seen just destroy human beings, murder our favourite actors, but throughout the years.
I do like that. Well, the first thing I like about it is I don't feel like it's a Disney mandate to make it lighter in tone, because obviously Dan Trachtenberg, he did Prey, which is closer in tone, and then Kill of Killers is obviously closer in tone.
Yeah,
I feel like it is that way because he wanted to make it that way.
Of course.
So I like that more about it. Like it doesn't strike me as like, oh, this is Disney's Predator. And also I do think the caveat of having it from the perspective of a Predator, which we've never had before, which is a really unique premise, which is really interesting. I think it does come with, you know, you are going to have to humanise them a little bit more. You are going to have to get what can kind of come off a bit Pixar with like, I'm the baby predator who no one trusts. Yeah. And here's my big brother who I really look up to, and Dad doesn't approve of me. And like, you know, but I think that stuff largely works. And I really like his rapport with Elle Fanning. I really like his rapport with the Callus child. Yeah. And I do like where it goes in terms of him getting a bit of an arc and a bit of a heart and a soul. And I do think it's just enough true of how a Yautja is that it works. Like, I like that he will only take Elle Fanning with him because he's like, well, if you're a synthetic, I can sort of see you in my head as like any other tool I've got in my arsenal. Like, we're not teaming up, you know. Like, he doesn't really have affection for these characters until like towards the end of the movie, and you know, he wants to go and I like that his dad just wants to kill him in his sleep.
Yeah.
Because he's not worthy. Like, so you do get that kind of like Predator culture in it. And I think the action's fun. I really like that we're on an alien planet and it's just filled to the brim with like cool, almost video game style traps and problems. Like, it's not just normal grass, it's knife grass, you know? Like, this Callisk regenerates its head. Like, there's loads of cool things like that. I think it's a really fun adventure. I really want to see where Deck goes, as well as, is it Thea or Tessa? I always get like which one
confused.
Is which mixed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get what you're saying. It's like it's not a traditional Predator movie.
No.
But well, we'll get into the ranking. But I think,
the swings. Yeah.
Sometimes traditional Predator movie at this stage, 6-7 movies in, it's getting a bit stale. So maybe that's it's the right thing for it. I think.
Yeah. No, I agree somewhat. I do think I was expecting you to go in.
Sorry,
March because I thought we were just going to go back into it. I would have said more.
We were sleeping before we started this, and then I don't know what it's just. You just
sparked it.
You just sparked it going. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We revved the engine.
Yeah. No. Yeah. No. I do agree with the majority of what you're saying. I just there is something. I enjoy it as a movie, and there's parts that I'm like, I think it's fun, but I do feel like it does become a bit video gamey for me. It kind of loses its kind of groundedness for its big, kind of almost. It reminds me more of something like Transformers, weirdly, which I think that's probably why you like it a lot as well. Right there, brother.
1 to 5 4K, baby. We don't really need 4 and 5, but it's cheaper to get all 5 of them together, so we'll do that.
But I didn't think I would miss the humans getting killed as much as I did watching this. Okay. And I could have done with some of that. And I'm still not sure how I feel about the Predator being the protagonist. Because I do agree with you. I do think, you have to kind of ground them by having these kind of characters that kind of make it soften the character as well. Yeah. And I'm still half and half. I mean, we saw it like a week ago. I'm still half and half how I feel about that and whether I felt that fully worked. But as a movie, I had a lot of fun. The action was cool. I think Dan Trachtenberg knows how to make some great action.
I appreciate him as like the guy spearheading Predator because 100%. I think he's willing to take it to new places. He's willing to bring in sort of like the alien side of it again. And I like that he said like, let's run it back. This premise could work. The AVP games proved it. We're going to do it again. The key is to put the Predator in the futuristic alien world, not the other way around.
I also 100%, and I also think that where we are as a society right now, it feels like we're more ready for an Alien vs Predator movie than we were back when the original Alien vs Predators came out.
Yeah,
I feel like in the world of the post-Marvel MCU kind of world, it makes more sense to make this movie now ever.
I completely agree because like I think if you'd done a Predator movie set in the future 10 years ago or 15 years ago with all these Weyland-Yutani like connections, it would have been really rejected. And I also think as well, it's definitely a Predator movie that exists in the age of like proper internet.
100%.
Because I really can't have seen a studio greenlighting 20 years ago the Predator is the protagonist. There's no humans in it.
Yeah.
Whereas I feel like now we get to a point where like these kind of films that kind of only exist in like a fanboy's recesses mind
it's so
can now become a thing.
And
I think that's because you could look firsthand and see fans online do want that. They do want the Predator campaign from AVP as a movie. Let's make it. There's money to be made.
It's so true. Nerd culture is the norm now. So these sort of movies that would have been considered sort of fanboy nonsense are now like kind of what the society wants. Right.
And it just about works because Dan Trachtenberg is a good filmmaker in his own right, 100%. Who happens to like Predator and video games, all this cool shit.
Exactly that. So it's like a great combo of him doing this because he's obviously a big fan of video games, as he said, and also the Predator franchise, and he's also made a great movie. I
just like him, man. I like that he kind of came from that internet sort of podcasty route. He references video games. I do think video games kind of get into this point in their life cycle now where they are influencing other media because they've become. I think they're so legitimised as art now.
Have to, yeah.
And I think it just makes sense. Like all these video game influences that you mentioned, like Shadow of the Colossus. And even like Red Dead Redemption, all these kinds of things influencing Badlands. I'm like, you can see that. You can 100%. Absolutely see that. Like even like he talks about Uncharted and having like companions following you through these like strange worlds. totally see that. The one video game influence that he needs to confirm
that
is annoying me. It's not come up once. You know what I'm gonna say.
Say it.
Ratchet and fucking Clank. It's like a beast with weapons and guns.
They even have the Predator gun in Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah. Like, and the robots on the back.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, it's Ratchet and Clank. It's live action Ratchet and Clank. And for that reason, I've got to rate it pretty highly. But we'll get into that. Should we get into the rankings?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 films.
9.
Is that what you've got as well? Okay.
Wait, yeah, we have. I assume so. Right, all the others correct. 9, yeah.
Okay, you ready?
Let's go.
In 9th place, 3, 2, 1. The Predator.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I cannot capture how much just fuck this movie on such a level.
Yeah. I remember us seeing this when it came out, and we were kind of excited. We were like, Shane Black, he seems like the perfect guy.
Yeah.
To make a Predator movie to start a franchise off, you know. Wrong.
Boyd Holbrook is the lead.
Lead. It's a great cast.
Yeah.
I don't have much to say about this other than like I really don't like this movie. I think one of the biggest sins, other than Big Predator, is Predator dogs with just the heads of predators on it.
God, it
makes
me
no
so
sense.
much.
Makes no sense.
The Predator dogs having predator heads is like human dogs having human heads.
Yeah. Which is terrifying, but not.
But it's stupid.
But weird. Yeah, it's stupid.
Unless they're like. Well, this is what I want to get into. There's a really troubled development for this movie, and there exists sort of concept art of like basically the humans were experimenting on predators and creating like different hybrids.
Yeah.
So I wonder if those dogs are actually, in terms of design and CGI, are a holdover from that idea, because they started shooting stuff and then it went for a lot of reshoots, a lot of changes.
Yeah.
There's rumours that James Osmos, who's the older gentleman that was in Battlestar Galactica, he got cut out of the film completely. There's rumours that he was actually the original protagonist. And that he got swapped out for Boyd Holbrook, who was a supporting character. Now, just the idea of changing protagonists during shooting
is not good.
Just gives you an insight into what a mess this must have been. I must admit, I do feel sorry for Shane Black, because I think it's one of those cases like with the Aya cut of Suicide Squad. I don't think this movie was ever going to be good.
Yeah.
Because I don't like even the ideas that were originally conceived. I don't really like that in terms of Predator. But I do think it's so clearly hacked to crap. The third act is an absolute mess.
Yeah.
But then at the same time, again, as you said, Big Predator. I can't stand that.
Big Predator's ridiculous.
It's so stupid.
It's so dumb.
It's so stupid.
So dumb.
It's just a predator, and they've gone control.
Yeah.
And like it's just got like big weapons, I guess. It's just like so lame.
Yeah.
It's so lame.
Here's an example. In Killer of Killers, they do a big predator, but they do a big predator correctly. They make his proportions different.
Yeah.
He's like a bulk. He's like a hulking predator.
Yeah.
That's how you do a big predator. You don't just take the jungle predator wherever it is and just go zoop and just.
I was thinking this when I was watching Killer of Killers for this video. I was like, oh, am I a hypocrite? Because I don't mind it in Killer of Killers, but I think you're right. It's like his physique is more like he's an aberration. He's like a hulking predator, and his weapons reflect that. He's got like that cool like. Almost like cap shield on his fucking hand. Whereas the big predator in this, it does just feel like they've enlarged the predator.
It really does just feel like you said.
And it's just weird. It's like he doesn't get a mask. Like, he doesn't get all the things that are predator staples. And like, I feel like the appeal is just that when he spears someone, he's got big gauntlets. When he throws a disc, it's like a big disc. Yeah. It's like, who cares? It's really weird. It's a really weird way to like try and expand the mythos. Also, there's just weird things like I think the tone is wildly off. Yeah. I know we talked about like Badlands having a light tone, but this is just like it's that Shane Black snark, but I really don't think it's working here.
Doesn't fit,
like Nice Guys, Kisses Bang Bang, even Iron Man 3, I'm like, there's some really funny bits in that. This is just kind of, I think it undercuts the tension of the Predators. Yeah. They don't feel threatening in this at all.
No, not at all.
Another minor gripe I want to bring up to you.
Go on.
It really pisses me off with this film. Why the hell does the normal Predator, the fugitive Predator, have this like bobblehead-sized mask?
Oh yeah,
the mask is so oversized.
Yeah, he looks ridiculous.
He looks so silly.
It's too big for his shoulders.
Yeah. And it made me think, I was like, I guess they do kind of have big masks, but like no, like you look at the Jungle Hunter in Predator 1 or his other ones, they're perfectly sized masks. I don't know, they just went off the reserve of this one. Yeah. It is just so massive.
Yeah.
it looks like a Funko Pop.
Yeah, no, it does.
Ridiculous.
It does look ridiculous. It's true.
Yeah, it's just an absolute mess, and I think there's films that are arguably as bad, if not worse, in the franchise. Well, maybe one in particular, but I remember seeing this review and thinking like it's over for Predator.
Yeah, and it's mad that we are here right now. Thank you, Dan Trachtenberg, because I really thought, well, that's the end of that.
Well, fun fact for you, Dan Trachtenberg actually conceived Prey, took it to his agents, they took it to Fox, which was still live and kicking at the time, and he knew that they were making the Shane Black film at the time. So Prey was actually conceived at the same time as the Predator.
Mad,
and he actually said to them, well, I know you're doing the Shane Black thing, so I don't want to step on toes. This is set like
1770 or whatever.
way back when Native Americans, and it's let's call it Prey. So it's not even got Predator in the title. That's how the Prey title came about.
That's clever, yeah.
So it's so interesting to see like that we didn't know that whilst Predator was crashing and burning, the Salvation was being made or conceived of in pre-production. And I'm just so glad it went the way it did.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's that. I think that's kind of everything we've got to say on this one.
I think so too. The only thing I would say is that there's a podcast with Shane Black, The Movies That Made Me, with Joe Dante, where he talks a little bit about making the Predator and how he bottled it. And he says himself, I fucked that one up. Okay. So I always think it's quite an interesting thing for people to listen to, because it's the first time I've ever heard a filmmaker on a podcast be like, I messed that one up. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, it's quite interesting.
I still rate him as an artist,
100%.
Yeah. And I think he's done some really good stuff. Last Boy Scout on Writing Duties with Tony Scott, banger. Kisses Bang Bang.
Yep.
It's probably like his.
Yeah, and then every time I watch The Nice Guys, it gets better and better. That film is so funny. Yeah. And it is crazy that we haven't got more of that.
I almost feel like Shane Black could have made a good film out of the Badlands premise.
Yeah, that's true.
Like the buddy cop of Thea and Deck.
Definitely.
That's made for Shane Black.
Yeah, it is.
You know?
Yeah, it's true.
So that's kind of funny. Although he wouldn't have had those video game influences.
No.
But there's a movie of Badlands by Shane Black that could have still been good.
Yeah.
Would have had humans in it.
Definitely.
100%.
Yeah.
But yeah. Do you want to go to the next?
Let's go to the next one.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Alien vs Predator Requiem. Yeah. Well, the funny thing about this one is that I didn't realise until like looking this up again for the podcast that it's Aliens versus Predator.
Yeah.
But yet there's like only got one alien, really, isn't there? There's like a couple, but there's not that many.
Well, there's a hive.
There's a hive. Oh yeah.
Someone didn't watch it for the podcast.
Yeah. I can't remember. Yeah.
Did you skim it for the podcast?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
I like that it's Alien versus Predator, and they do Aliens versus Predator.
Yeah.
But it is a bit of a mouthful.
Yeah.
Alien versus Predator is better.
Yeah.
I saw a Letterboxd review that was like, should have been called Aliens versus Predators.
Oh, yeah.
That's good.
Yeah,
but then, of course, the problem with that is this film has one Predator.
Yeah.
Well,
you got the Predator Alien. Does that count?
I mean, that's a xenomorph. That's a xenomorph.
Yeah.
But what I do like about this movie is I do like that going off the back of the first one, we go to a lone predator on a hunt. Kind of feels a bit more in keeping as a Predator movie rather than the three predators together just fucking shit up.
Yeah.
Getting their ass handed to them. This Predator's competent. And, you know, the Predator Alien's a cool concept. I think where this really falls down is the first AVP, it's set in the present day, which is an L, but at least we're out in like Antarctica, it's invoking the Thing, and then we go down into like an alien pyramid.
Yeah.
Like, it's at least attempting to give us visuals and interesting ideas, like, you know, the alien queen all hooked up. That's some of the coolest alien queen visuals on film.
Definitely.
Whereas this is like set in like a rural American town. I don't know about you, but I just think there's something so wrong about seeing the xenomorphs in that setting.
It's a weird movie. It feels like a fan film to me.
Yes.
Like, it feels like generally like one of the ones you watch on YouTube, or like a knockoff of like, it's just such a weird.
If this was a fan film, I'd be like, pretty good going for like a budget.
For sure.
Yeah.
It's a weird one. I guess the only reason, I have to basically explain why I've put that above the Predator. I feel like because I didn't rewatch it for the podcast because I didn't actually have time. I had to rewatch all these 8 other movies.
The thing is, I actually think you could have gotten away with it with this one
until I said
that.
Yeah. I don't remember there being. I didn't say why. I don't remember there being more than one.
Yeah, there's like a hive of aliens. Well, because that's the thing that's so cool about this Predator is he's laying waste.
How many is he fighting the first Alien vs Predator? There's two, three, isn't there?
Well, they have some one-on-ones, but there's a hive. There's a hive in both movies.
Yeah.
The first AVP, there's 3 predators on the hunt.
Yeah.
And then there's like a couple of predators, elders at the end.
Yeah.
And then this one, there's this predator. A couple of predators get killed in like the opening of the ship crash.
Yeah.
No, I think that's it.
Yeah, I just remember this movie being very mean-spirited. Like everyone just... Isn't there like a whole arc in it with like a girl where you think that like they're gonna get with the guy and then she just gets like murdered? Like kid gets murdered in like the first 10 minutes.
Yeah. There's like pregnant women that basically get like alien eggs inserted into them in this really horrific way. Which
does everyone get nukes as well? I mean, and this is actually the reason why I actually put it over the other Predator is because there is like because there's better action sequences.
There's 1 or 2 horror elements that I really enjoy about it, and I like seeing
that is literally
Predator.
why. Yeah, there's cooler ideas in this movie than there are in the Predator for me. Even if it's probably maybe a lesser made movie, you could say. I just personally, if you told me which one would I rather stick on, I'd rather stick on Requiem.
It also comes down to me of like it's inoffensive and like there's a Predator alien in it. If there's a cut of just the wolf predator hunting down aliens, albeit it's lit to shit and it's super dark, I'm enjoying that more than...
It's way too dark.
The canon cataclysm that is the Predator. That big Predator annoys me.
There's
nothing in this movie that annoys me. It's just shit.
Yeah.
And I just don't like aliens being in the modern day. I just don't think that works.
That's true, yeah.
But as an Alien Covenant apologist, I like the idea that David creates them.
Yeah.
Because we created him. That's just... There's so much meaning in Covenant to that happening rather than, the aliens being this like ancient kind of being. So... Yeah, for that reason, I think it slightly edges out the Predator. Yeah. Like, they're both trash.
I agree. Yeah.
But there's no cool Predators in the Predator. There's Wolf Predator in this.
Yeah.
He's goated. He's got a great mask, double shoulder cannons, plasma pistol. He's got the whip.
He's like Winston Wolf, is he? The whole thing is that he's like the cleaner, right?
Yeah,
he's like Winston Wolf.
Yeah.
Is that why they named him the Wolf Predator?
I think that is, because he's got... He's got this kind of like goo that like gets rid of all the evidence of the aliens. He's basically there to like stop humans finding them. Yeah. Which is really funny because he'll get nuked at the end anyway. He's kind of got that Indiana Jones Raiders Lost Ark thing where like if he didn't turn up,
nothing changes.
Nothing changes. Yeah. But yeah, it's also I think it's bad in a fun way a little bit.
Yeah.
Like
for sure.
A guy unironically goes, get to the chopper.
Yeah.
They play like the aliens theme as this like character that is clearly supposed to be like Ripley drives like an APC. There's stuff where it's like it is made by fanboys so clearly. We go to the Predator homeworld for a scene. When we introduce the Wolf Predator, he sees the events of like the Predator alien happening. He turns around in his big chair, gears up. Like it's like a Joel Schumacher Batman opening. And then he gets off.
It goes directly from the last one, doesn't it? As well? And then doesn't he like look at like? I'm trying to remember.
Yeah.
Doesn't he like? Can't he like look at like those multiple different things on his like big computer?
Yeah, he's looking at his back computer. He turns around, gears up.
Yeah.
The ship leaves. We get our first taste of the Predator homeworld. It's like it's so fanboy.
Yeah.
But that's a little bit fun compared to like the Predator's like getting a colonoscopy in it. Like there's just no fun to be had there.
No. And look, he's fighting a Predator alien. We can barely see it and differentiate between the two, but it is more than the stupid dogs that are in.
Yes.
The Predator.
Yeah.
And I think I was reading actually about when I was doing some research on this, because obviously there's that weird. That's probably one of the first post-credit scenes, isn't there? That apparently the plan was to do a third one, Alien vs Predator, and there was gonna be a king, xenomorph. Apparently. And they designed it and everything. Like what it was going to look like. Apparently at one point it was going to fly. So I don't know what was going on. I don't know what was going on there. This is what I saw.
Interesting.
But then now the directors now just do visual effects for Avatar and stuff like that.
I mean, I think they're a bit in over their heads with this one.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just slightly more entertaining for me.
Yeah, I agree.
One kind of not really a fun fact. But I just want to show if you're aware. Like the nerd main character in this that sort of gets like, the Bill Burr, the cheerleader fucks the nerd. That character.
Yeah.
This came out in 2007.
Yeah.
In 2012, he murdered his landlady's cat, murdered her, and then killed himself.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Damn. So he was the real Predator all along. He was the room.
Oh, fucking hell. I just can't watch this movie without thinking about that.
Yeah, that's fucked. Yeah,
what the fuck happened there?
Yeah.
Like, there was talk of like he had like a bit of a mental breakdown, which is really sad. But
that is really sad. Yeah.
But Jesus, what a fucking end! What a story.
It's awful, yeah.
Also, weird connection. He fathered a child. I think the lady's name is like Gina Getter. She then remarried.
Yeah.
And the stepfather of that baby is another Alien Predator alumnus. What's his face from Upgrade in Prometheus? Fake Tom Hardy.
Oh, Logan Marshall Green.
Yes, that's it.
No way.
Yeah, so
that's a weird connection.
What weird?
Yeah.
So like, what a weird. The whole thing is
that's mad.
Weird. Really weird.
That is really weird.
But yeah, he.
That's really sad though. And I made the joke.
Yeah, it's just sad that he like. I think he strangled his landlady.
Yeah, that's horrible.
Like an old woman, and the cat, and then and then he did himself. Damn. Yeah. Anyway, well, I would say like. To lighten the mood, but we're still working through the bad movies. But do you want to go with the next one? I feel like this is where
things could change.
If I was a betting man, I think this is where it could change. This is where it could change.
Yeah. So now I have.
Are you sort of still umming and ahhing about this slot?
Yeah. I have Alien versus Predator.
I also have Alien versus Predator. Yeah. And I think it does deserve to go there. There's things I like in it, but it just overall it's who are we kidding kind of thing.
Yeah, I agree. I am easily swooned by the production design and sort of imagery of the Predator and the Xenomorphs in this movie. I think that some of the set design and sort of framing of these characters is great, and some of the best looking stuff that we've seen in Predators.
Great combos of practical effects and special effects and CGI
really
effects.
Good like really surprising rewatching it, like how good the combination of special effects and practical effects was, to the point where I was like, I feel like, I think it's always good to point these things out in movies that are bad, because it's like that's actually a really good aspect of it that I think people could learn from. And I think that Paul Thomas W.S. Anderson was very much on that kind of James Cameron thing of like, when it's a close up, you do the practical kind of when it's doing the crazy movements, you do the CGI kind of thing.
He knows how to direct a scene.
Yeah,
I mean, like this, the guy did do Event Horizon. I think the first Resident Evil's fun.
Yeah.
And I do think this has got. There's some fun to be had in this. I think there's some good cuts. There's some good fight scenes.
It's true. The issue is the screenplay. There is no characters whatsoever.
Yeah. The humans really suck.
There's nothing. There's nothing about them. I can't differentiate.
You've got Ripley standing.
Yeah.
They've wheeled out Lance Henriksen.
Yeah.
To play.
He's actually the only one that has some bits.
He's a better
sliver
actor
of
than
character.
Almost anyone in it, isn't he?
But he has that whole thing of like, oh, I'm dying. Yeah, I mean, he has something.
Yeah.
The others, I don't know what their motivations are.
He also gets the best death.
He does.
When the Predator realises, you're dying, and he's like, don't walk away from me. He flames him. Which, by the way,
balls.
But it's also a pretty good strategy. Like, what is I wouldn't assume that these things are fireproof.
Yeah.
He had a good chance to smoke a Predator there.
Yeah.
But unfortunately it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah.
But the characters do really suck. The Italian professor, he sucks.
Yeah. See, that's how I thought he was French. But now you've said he's Italian.
I'm pretty sure he's Italian.
I think you're right. I think you're pretty right. But that's his only trait as a character is that he's European.
Yeah, she's asking him how to say things in Italian. He's like,
that's it.
Yeah.
I think you're right. For he's Italian now.
You got Begbie, haven't you? Going, oh my kids! I need to get back to my kids.
Yeah.
Although, having said that, this film does suck, but there's little nuggets of it. I really enjoy the scene where he shoots the facehugger. Oh, cut too wide. They're all opening up. He gets done anyway. Like, that's fun.
That was fun. Yeah.
I like the pyramids changing configuration every 10 minutes.
That was really
great
cool.
idea.
Yeah. It's a great location and setting to set the film.
I also like pre-Prometheus. I like they tried to tie together the lore of the aliens and the predators. Of like the predators were here and kind of an ancient aliens thing going on. They built the pyramids and then they used those pyramids to create human sacrifices and then hunt the aliens. Like, I like that they see the aliens as like the ultimate hunt. That kind of fits together really nicely for me. Whereas AVP2, it's just a gore fest.
Yeah.
The aliens just land in a small town. Predator goes to kill it.
That is the one thing that I do think, actually, just flip-flopping between Requiem now and this, that I did find confusing about Requiem is that, like, the wolf Predator does seem kind of surprised about the Predator alien. And I'm like, surely that's happened before. With all this history of aliens and Predators, surely one of them became a Predator alien.
So. I suppose so.
I don't know, but do you know what I mean?
You're right, yeah. It's a bit odd. It is a bit odd. But this one holds up, I think, better.
100%, I agree.
I see people really trashing it like half-star kind of tier.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't think it's that bad.
No. I think there's some redeemable qualities, particularly in... I think if it had a good script and some characters, keep the sets, the design, the idea, like the idea somewhat. Yeah. I think you could have a fun movie.
It's well directed. I just think it's. I also just modern day AVP doesn't work,
and it doesn't need to be. That's what I think so weird is that we're in this weird location. It could have been set in any other time on Earth or whatever.
But also, they could have just. Yeah, you're right. It could have been like, you know how Alien Earth is like in the future. Like, it could have been the opening scene. We need a geologist. We're in the future. Yeah. And they go to the pyramid that's in the ice. Even, you know when they go to that like abandoned town, like above the ice? Even though it's in the future, that could still have been
exactly.
there. It's abandoned. It's been like hundreds of years. Like, so you're right. Like, there's really nothing that means it has to be modern day. I just think it's just easier from a production standpoint. Yeah. But it's just such an L because the AVP 2010 game, they use the Predator pyramid again as an idea, but it's set on like, I think it's like BG number. You know, it's like another LV. Yeah. But there's like a refinery there, a jungle, and all of the aesthetic is like super Ridley Scott, James Cameron. The lighting, the smoke effects. I think the art direction of that still really holds up today. Yeah. And it meshes so much better than this because it's basically the same premise of like, you know, the Predator pyramids with the aliens coming out, the Queen being unleashed. But those alien future aesthetics and the pyramid, really nice combination. I kind of wish that's what this film was. Like AVP 2010 is kind of what you could really easily make an AVP film into.
I agree, yeah.
But yeah, it's got some fun moments. I think you're right. I think the human characters kill it. Yeah, they really kill it. And also, I do see why, even though I think there's kind of some fun in it, I do see why the Predator human team up is a bit silly.
Oh, 100%. 100%. It is very silly in terms of its just abruptness. It's just a bit too abrupt, and because
that's the same Predator that smokes Wayland.
It's the same one. Yeah. I mean, the thing is, the only reason it's in the spot it's in right now is I feel like the animatronics during the unfreezing of the Queen xenomorph
so good.
It's phenomenal.
The fire mixed with like the blue lightning and the ice, like that's one of the best Alien Queen moments ever. I
agree.
And I totally see why at the time it came out, James Cameron was like, that's the third best Alien movie. Yeah. Even though I think he's wrong. Yeah. I see why there's definitely redeeming stuff. Definitely. It's just so comedic. I don't mind Predators teaming up with humans, because I feel like the thing that sets them apart from the aliens is they're not beasts. They have conscience. They have, they have minds. Yeah. So there can be a reason why a human would team up with Predator. I don't mind that. No, yeah. And they're honor bound as well. So, like with, Predator 2, they give Danny Glover the pistol. Yeah. They leave him alone. You know what I mean? Like there's a precedent, like, they're not just mindless killers. Yeah. So I don't mind them teaming up with a human.
No. Yeah.
It's just the way it's done in this one, where it's like you were just slaughtering all of her friends, and also it's his fault. This thing is happening
anyway.
They went there and set this whole thing up, and now he's like, "Want to team up? We'll blow this popsicle stand." I also love the campness of when he puts the bomb in the hive, and she's like, "What's this?" And he goes,
Yeah.
It's just
like silly.
So cheesy.
Silly, yeah.
And then them riding like the elevator through the tunnel.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, I think that's enough to say about AVP.
I agree. Yeah. It's a cheese fest, but there's some cool visuals.
I agree. I need to check myself. Remember what I put next. Oh, this one could be controversial. This could be controversial. It's
gonna be interesting because I've got mine next. I got this one next, and I'll be surprised if we ain't got the same. With this actually.
Yeah, you ready?
But it's gonna be controversial for the people.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
Killers.
Yeah. Yeah. Killers.
Right. Where do we begin? Can we start?
Yeah. I enjoy this movie. I don't think it's bad.
No.
But it's exactly why I like Badlands, in that it's just a safe little stopgap Predator movie. Like, I like the 3 individual storylines, they're fun. I like that we get like Predator in the air, in a ship, dogfighting. That's cool. Yeah. I like that we get, Predators in is it Japan? Rural Japan?
Yeah.
And the thing with the 2 brothers, I like that. I like the Vikings. I like that we get individual designs for the Predators that are really striking. Yep. I particularly like that bald Predator with the eye patch in the ship. Really cool. But it is essentially just 3 Predator short films that are kind of loosely tied together at the end. It's particularly the ending for me. I don't mind that they all get like captured and brought to this gladiatorial match, but I feel like weirdly the gladiatorial match is probably like the worst part of the movie, where it gets a bit MCU for me.
I 100% agree. I think that everything about this movie on paper, it screams like one of the best Predator movies to me, but it's none of it's that for me. And the third act is the biggest reason, and it is exactly that. I just feel like we got there and I'm like, this is going to be so cool, and it just was very anticlimactic. Yeah. Felt very, you're right, MCU. I feel like this might be the biggest sufferer of Predator just annihilates one person and then sees another person and just like, the protagonist throws them. It's one of the worst for the whole franchise for doing that.
Yeah.
There's so much of that I find it like annoying. And also I just feel like it never really surprised me once we got to that point.
I agree.
I loved the concept of it, but it never went far enough where I wanted it to go. And I didn't feel like any of the characters were particularly kind of I don't know if relatable is the right word, but I didn't feel like I was rooting for them as hard as I do in the next movies that we've got following on our rankings. And when I feel like I should have. And I feel like when we get to that third act, even just the way that the 3 characters kind of communicate and defeat I just didn't find any of that really particularly interesting. I feel like they could have done it in a way more interesting fashion. It's weird. This movie's a really weird one for me because, like, on paper, I'm like, I like what I'm seeing. This is cool, and I like weirdly, I enjoyed the first 2 stories the most. I think that's my favourite part
funny,
of it, probably.
I just love. I think the third one's the most unique premise. I kind of get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because I think he's probably the weakest character of the 3.
Yeah.
But I just really love like Predator dogfight.
Yeah.
Predator that doesn't even leave the ship.
It's a cool idea. Yeah.
And I think that's kind of got the most interesting action. I do like the fights, but I just...
Yeah, I don't know. I personally preferred if we were ranking the short ones, the first one was probably actually my favourite. I thought the way the fight scene went, and I
would have had you down for the second one.
I like the second one a lot, but again, I think
that is my aesthetic.
Yeah. No, I like the second one, but I think that's kind of part of the problem. Is like I'd want to see, the Predator in the samurai era,
whole movie of that.
Yeah, and I feel like that could have been done a bit better as well. The whole team up. Maybe it was. I don't know. It's hard. It's between the first 2 for me. I do like the stuff with the brothers and how they both have to, they have the conflict and they both kind of team together for one last duel against the Predator. That's kind of cool. But yeah, for me, it's that third act that really lets this film down.
You know what's weird as well is I really can't stand the gluttony at the moment of this could have been a feature film. Particularly, this is a Marvel problem. But instead it's going to be a 6-part streaming event, and it feels bloated. It's like this story, like Moon Knight, that could have been a 2-hour Marvel film, and I think it would have been so much stronger.
I agree.
It loses steam by the middle. Miss Marvel, all these other shows, they just not pursue it to TV. This, on the other hand, I think every chunk could have been part of a 4-part series. It's on Disney Plus anyway. It wasn't theatrical, so you could have made it a 4-part series rather than a TV movie. Every episode's like 45 minutes, let's say, rather than like 10, 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And you've probably fleshed out your story. And then the third part of the gladiatorial combat could have been fleshed out. I think every single chunk could have been longer.
Yeah.
And better for it. Because it also has that kind of weird result where the Predators are all kind of incompetent. They all get taken out really quickly.
Yeah, they do.
Know?
Yeah.
And it also it ends on such a cliffhanger. Like, not a satisfying one. Like, she's kind of captured the Viking, isn't she? She's like, yes, that's it, go, guys.
Yeah.
My surrogate sons. And they just escape.
Yeah.
It's like, right, well, this is half the story, isn't it?
I agree. It doesn't really feel... It feels like the end of a TV show.
Yeah.
like you said. And I do think that the only thing I would say is I do like where this film sets us up for the future Predator movies, particularly with the post-credit scenes and stuff, especially the new one.
Killer of Killers 2 could pop off.
Yeah.
Naru, Danny Glover, Dutch. And this is what I love about Dan Trachtenberg as well. Like, he knows what we want.
Yeah.
But he doesn't do it in a way that's not character first, story first.
Yeah.
What's a cool idea? Like, Killer of Killers, he's like, let's make this work first.
Yes.
And then if this works, then you get Dutch and Danny Glover. You know what I mean? Like, let's put Wayland Yutani in a Predator movie. And if that works, then maybe somewhere down the line we'll do Alien vs. Predator. You know what I mean? It's not just like, rushing to the climax.
Yeah. I agree.
So yeah, I agree. The only thing I think is weird about Dutch and Danny Glover is I prefer the Predators being honor bound in that, like, if you kill a Predator, we give you a trophy and then we fuck off.
I agree.
How is that going to be addressed?
I was thinking the exact same thing. Because I'm like, also, especially because Harrigan, they literally have him there. They could have, in the ship. They could take him then. Yeah. They let him go. Yeah. So what, they come back years later,
Also, the protagonist of AVP, she gets a Predator 2 ending, doesn't she? Where they give her the thing and they let her go. True, So, I mean, she kills some aliens as well. She should be there. Yeah. That is all a little strange.
But that's not canon though, is it? The AVP. That's probably why you didn't do it.
I suppose so. But it's I think the way around it is always it's a different clan. They've got different rules. Do you know what I mean? Like that. Like this clan, the clan that collected them all up may not even be the Predators that from the same clans that killed. I think they just know that their whole thing. This clan is we find people that have killed Predators and we pull them in. You know what I mean? Like,
I wonder what they're doing with them. All questions we need to.
Well, as the Predator was being developed, they wanted to get Arnold Schwarzenegger and Adrian Brody together for a Predator film, and it fell through. So there's always been this idea of like the killer of killers.
Man, at times I tried to get old Arnie back. It's fall for it.
I know, but if anyone could do it, I think it's Trachtenberg.
Yeah,
and I would like to see that Predators thread continue. And also, you know what I do like? Even though this is a bit safe, I like that we're doing like the fanboy team ups in this animated space.
Yeah.
And then the big live action films are kind of like, right, how can we take Predator in a different different idea.
Direction.
Yeah. So that about it I do kind of like. One last thing I want to rant to you about, which I don't think you'll agree, and the sun is now coming in.
Yeah.
We usually do this at night time, don't we? But today we're doing it in the day, and
I wonder how this is gonna look.
Oh, it's all gonna be all over the place. Yeah. But I really want this kind of jittery, purposely.
The lower frame rate animation.
Yeah, I've had enough of it now. I've seen it. Yeah. Like, it worked in Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Now everything has to be like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. This I'm just like, can we do something else now?
Yeah.
And that doesn't help the whole like safe angle.
It's weird to me because it feels like, I don't know. It just feels weird. It feels like like we like the style of a Wes Anderson movie. Now every movie is going to look like a Wes Anderson movie. Yeah. It feels like with animation at the moment, where it's like we liked Spider-Verse. It kind of made sense for the story of the kind of the different parallel universes coming together. I kind of that makes sense. That's kind of juttery at times, and then everything else since that's been animated has copied it. It was weird to like mimic a style of like it'd be weird if you did that with a director.
Yeah.
Why is it not being called out? I know it's because I think it's like there's a way of getting around and making time easier for the animators as well. It's like a clever, but then maybe it isn't. I don't know. I think that's what I've been told, but.
I'm gonna lean forward a little bit just because the sun goes out my eyes. Yeah.
Blinding. Yeah.
Well, next time we'll do it in the evening again. Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah, definitely.
That makes sense. And then you might even be able to see this back.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree. Just give me something new.
Yeah. Exactly.
I think our rankings are gonna start to go off the reserve now.
This is gonna be interesting.
I really don't know if you agree now.
Interested. So interested.
And I must admit. There's one I think you might put next that I'm gonna be upset.
Oh really?
I think it could be your next one.
That's interesting. That's interesting.
Yeah.
This is where I've been really struggling.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Because I keep flip flopping between these next two.
Well, I think,
and I feel like
the next, all of them really up to the first place, are all like I think varying degrees of fun. Got some good stuff. Have an issue here or there. And they're all kind of, for me, circling around like the 3 to 3.5, maybe could stretch to a 4.
Yes.
Kind of ballpark. So
this next one, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm imagining there's a switch between two films, right? If we have the opposite, yeah, because I'm on the edge of I could choose either or, right? If you've picked one over the other and you're more certain over that one over the other one, you've got to sell me by the end.
Okay.
Why that one is the
It would be really funny if we do have the same one. That would be funny, wouldn't it? Yeah. There's also even some I'm looking at now. I'm like, oh, that seems really high.
Yeah.
But I'm still not absolutely sold on this other one yet.
Yeah.
But yeah, should we just...
Yeah, let's just do it, right?
3, 2, 1.
Predator 2.
I knew you were going to say Predator 2! I knew you were going to say Predator 2!
Yeah.
I knew you were going to say Predator 2!
Yeah.
You motherfucker.
But that's interesting. I didn't think your... Yeah, I didn't think it was going to be with that, though. That's not the one that I thought we were going to be debating over. And I'm almost offended now. I'm almost offended.
I like Prey. I like Prey a lot.
Yeah.
I do think he's got some really great kills. I really love that whole bit where the like ancient, well, not ancient predator, but like, you know, the feral predator?
Yeah,
I think that's the official name. Is killing those Frenchmen.
Yeah.
And I like Naru. I like her story. I do think it's got some good tension in it. But it's that thing I worried that what Predator was going to become after Prey, which is here's Predator 1 in a new setting every single time, which is kind of what Predator 2 is as well. I think it was the Force Awakens of the franchise, and that it was what needed to happen after all the AVP and the Predator like going absolutely off the reserve. I think we needed something that was a bit more like focused, a bit more simple, that could re-educate people that were sort of like unfamiliar with the franchise and like what Predator is. You know, it's one beast versus man. You know what I mean? And taking it back to that. And I do like it as a film. This is what I mean. Like these next picks, I think they're all kind of interchangeable and they're all decent, if not spectacular.
Yeah.
It feels harsh to put it so low, but I just think
I'm surprised you put it below a certain one.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Well, I
don't know what to do now, because obviously, do I reveal where I've put it in my rankings? You know what I mean, for me to talk about it, or should I just talk about it with you and then
tell me why you put Predator 2 here?
Yeah.
And it's tricky. Yeah. Well, tell me why you put Predator 2. Yeah.
Okay. This was really difficult for me because when I first watched Predator 2, I'd never seen Predator 2 until like 2020. I think we watched it together. You showed it to me because you've always been a big fan of Predator 2. And I'd only really seen Predator and Predators, I think, at the time. Yeah. And I was like, all right, let's watch it. And I remember really not enjoying it when we watched it that one time. I don't know why. And it was always like, oh man, that's kind of, you know. And I remember hearing before, I think this is like the start of like, in the time that it came out, of like the bad sequel era, right, of things. I remember this was like the first talk of that kind of thing. So anyway, rewatching it for this podcast, I was actually quite pleasantly surprised by how fun actually it was. And I'd not remembered that much action in it, but when I was watching it, I was like, it's actually packed. It's packed with action. It's packed with action, and I think I liked the character of Harrigan a little bit more than I remembered. I think my biggest problem still with the Predator 2 is I do think the characters are still quite thin. Even though I think the actors bring more to it than really what's there. I don't think there's anything there really with the characters, but they're such good actors that they feel more like, particularly like Bill Paxton, who's just so much fun in it. And Gary Busey, who's just out of his mind. And
the lions, the tigers, the bears, oh my.
He's so good. I actually watched the making of the Predator 2 in prep for this, and it's the interviews with Gary Busey are so good because he's talking about it as if he's actually about to take down a predator. I feel like he genuinely thinks he's gonna do it. And good. It's so funny. Like he's like, explaining the science behind how they work, like how they technology works, and it's all mumbo jumbo, but it's pretty hilarious. Yeah, and it's so funny because it then cuts to the director and they're making of going, yeah, Gary Busey just fresh out of his car accident that he had that changed his life, and he kept telling us all these crazy stories of everything he saw, and you can tell it's post his car accident. Gary Busey, and he's a lot of fun in it, and I like the the characters of kind of the CIA and how he was the people that hired Dutch to do the mission in the first Predator. I think the thing for me though that I enjoyed the most this time was just the action set pieces.
I think there's a point in it where this is the thing for me, and this is why I put it over Prey. I think Prey, the finale, I think is one of the weaker Predator finales. I don't think it's very exciting, and I think the way that Predator is taken out is a bit underwhelming.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, I say a bit underwhelming. I think it's really underwhelming.
That's really funny. I think that's actually its biggest strength for me.
The finale.
So Prey up until when they get captured by the French onwards, I just think it's an absolute blast. Everything before that, I struggle a little bit, but yeah, we'll get.
I think there's a mid section in Prey where it really, really, really heats up, and it's really fun. And I agree with you. And then it's just that final fight with the Feral and Naru. I just think the way she takes him out.
I think it was really clever. I thought that was really cool with the mask.
But I just
and how you set up the Chekhov's gun of the Mard and.
But this is what I love about the Predator 2 finale is past the train set piece, which is great.
Yeah.
It just doesn't stop. Yeah. The whole bit in the meat packing place with the trying to freeze the Predator. That's all fantastic. Moving into Danny Glover chasing him across rooftops into the Predator ship where he has a battle with the smart disc, a hand-to-hand battle. This Predator does not go down easy, and it is a relentless battle across this concrete jungle, right into the heart of the Predator's ship.
Yeah.
That's a fantastic third act.
Yeah, it was great.
And that's what I want from a Predator. The feral Predator in Prey, I just think it goes down easy. It goes down easy. Really?
I feel like she does it quite clever though.
It is clever, but
she having the mask, having the way she did that, I thought it was all plausible.
It is clever, but I just think it screams to me we got to wrap this up. Right? I just think the first Predator and the second Predator. I think that same moment happens. The Predator outsmarts it. You know what it is. It's the difference between the Predator gets headshotted by its own thing, its own gauntlet. Done. That same moment in Predator 1, come on, kill me, I'm right here, kill me! Oh, I can see you've got this log set up. Now, you know what? Fuck you, I'm going to go the other way. No! The one thing he set up across the movie to kill him is so fucked up. That's the moment I feel it's missing. It doesn't have that moment. She just takes him out.
I know what you mean. You say that, but the thing I really struggled to get around with Predator 2's finale is we've got a 43-year-old Danny Glover sword fighting a Predator. And I'm like...
It's movie age, baby.
Yeah, but also he's moving like that, right? And the Predator... I'm also like, the Predator would have chopped this motherfucker up ages ago. Even the way that he's sort of... I'm like... He slices him once. There's a few moments in that finale where I'm like, he should have wiped the floor with Danny Glover. Danny Glover's never used the sword before, yet now he's got this circular weapon that he's got from the Predator, and it's why? He's a cop with a gun. He's a cop with a gun. At least at the very much with the character from Prey, that she's actually a warrior.
She's a hunter. She's a
hunter. Whereas he's just a cop with a gun, and now all of a sudden he's got a sword, and he's basically doing a good enough job to withstand the Predator. Back and forth, I mean, look, we look at Badlands, right? I know it's different, it's movie, whatever, but I'm like, these are literally even in Prey, the way that it takes out all those humans, it's effortless. They've got guns, it doesn't matter. It's effortless with the sword. It makes sense in Predators when he fights the samurai because he's a trained guy with a sword, so that makes sense why they're having a big duel. He's fighting a Danny Glover, 44-year-old cop.
But you're taking a scene in context that's at the very end of the gauntlet, though.
Yeah, no. It's great. But I'm saying,
he's been shot, frozen.
Whereas I like the way that she tries to outsmart the Predator. I think she did it in a clever way.
Yeah,
and I can buy it,
but it immediately works. And also, like, you say this, I want a Predator hand to hand. After all of this stuff, they're fighting in the ship, and then he gets the disc and he goes, and his stomach, he's like, fucking A. Headshot. It's just too clean.
Mate, he's doing this. He's, which feels like ages. He's going. At no point he thinks, Sean, chop the arm off.
Listen,
it's right there.
Have you ever had your guts rearranged? Pause. I think he was been broken. But yeah, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I do as well. Also, I do like, and I did forget how much of a kind of relentless pursuit the finale of the 2 was.
Yeah, and it's just so much fun. Like when the Predator's like tending to his wounds, and then he like crashes through that old lady's like house, and like she's like, he went that way. You know what I mean? Like I don't think he gives a shit.
It's like that's fun, but it's like it is totally kind of like it's very cheesy. It's very of its time.
But I'm okay with that. That's what the movie is. That's the point of the movie. Also,
whereas I think I prefer the tone of Prey is kind of what. Because it feels more like the first movie for me, where it's like it's more in line with that kind of. Like obviously, the first movie's got some fun, but when it's funny, it's the characters, the human characters interacting with each other.
I'm not saying I don't like Prey. I do like it. I have so much affinity for Predator 2. But it's not just a nostalgia thing. Like I generally, I think even the first half is really fun. Like when he's taking on the gang members, the Predator, in their apartment, all this kind of stuff. Like. I think it's a really fun movie. Bill Paxton's great in it.
He's great.
I love the train sequence where he gets like his last stand, you know. But and then everything Gary Busey, I think as well, feels really in keeping with that Alien vs Predator universe. Like, you know, Ripley, we need to think about the bottom line here. You know, we need to capture this thing. It was a bad call, Ripley. It was a bad call. You know, it's all that kind of stuff. I love that. Like, we're not going to kill this motherfucker. We're going to freeze it. And I love that Dane Glover's just like,
No.
Back of the trunk. Bulletproof vest, shotty.
They even go at him at the end, don't they? They're like, you fucked up. He's like,
Also, like
I love that great last line though, where he's like, they'll be back. I was like,
don't worry, asshole. You'll get another chance. Gun on the shoulder. Also, we're forgetting because like we're at this point in Predator mythos.
Yeah.
The finale.
No,
you go to the Predator ship.
Yeah.
You see all the skulls everywhere.
The dinosaur skulls,
and then you meet multiple Predators.
Yeah.
Multiple Predators. Yeah. And also, I feel like they really cement the whole honor-bound mythos to the Predator of like, here's a trophy for killing one of our own. Like you're an impressive human, and we're gonna let you go. We fuck with you.
I think
that's great.
Yeah. It's fine because I'm really struggling with this one and my next one, and I think I could put it over the next one. I'll say, possibly.
You could put Predator 2 over the next one.
Over the next one I'm going to have in my list.
Okay. You see,
because I really struggled with, to be honest, from Predator 2 onwards, I've found that there's all parts of these that I like, and there's things I don't like.
Yeah.
And the thing I was struggling with the most, it was these next two. I was like more certain with my top two than I was with.
Yeah, but even then I'm kind of wobbly.
Yeah, because
I agree. Well, my next pick.
Can I give you a fun fact though, quick before we go to the next picks?
For Predator 2?
Predator 2. Go on. So the director, they're actually those alleyways they have. They're like in their films that look really sick in LA and stuff.
Yeah.
So they were shooting a lot of this in like actual like dodgy areas like in LA.
Oh, okay.
And the director said that they were filming in an alleyway once and they actually found a dead body in this one of those alleyways.
Sad.
That's fucked up.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
But yeah.
Jeez.
So yeah, Predator 2 is really
not something that happens every day.
No.
My next pick I could put above the thing I put above it, if that makes sense. And I'm really umming and ahhing because it seems
interesting.
It seems like I'm putting this one too low and the next one too high, but I'm just thinking,
because I feel like I put Predator 2 too low now because of my next one. But yeah,
okay. But let me just double check this the right one. Yeah. Let me just double check. Okay, yeah, I know what I'm going with. Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Predators.
Predators.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Predators.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I'm shocked that. Yeah. That wasn't your next one either, to be honest.
You put Badlands above Predators.
Yeah.
That shocks me. I didn't think you liked it that much.
Yeah.
I really didn't think you liked it that much.
Yeah. No, I think it's more complete to me than Predators as a movie. And I think that there's things in Predators that I like. I love the premise of Predators, but I can't deny how disappointed I was at the time. The potential of this movie is the thing that frustrates me so much that it doesn't. In my opinion, doesn't deserve to go above Badlands, just because I love the premise of it and there's some great moments in it. I just think there is a movie of this that it is potentially like easily the second best. Even could even use up the original if you made it right. Yeah, man, like that. It's such a good idea that it's like
I love the premise of it, and I do think it delivers to a pretty good degree. And I think it's aged tremendously well over the years.
I agree. Although I do think that it starts off strong and then there's a little bit in the middle where it kind of sags a little bit and then it picks up again. And I think that's why I was struggling with the Predator 2 Predators. Because I'm like, when Predator 2 gets going, it doesn't stop. Whereas Predators starts quite strong, dips for me, builds back up again. There's some things in it that I like in concept in Predators, but I just don't feel like they pull off well.
Do you think, seeing as how you've put it so low, and it obviously goes above my pick, do you think I should hold off until I get to Predators? Or do you think I should say what I like about it here?
Yeah, say what you like about it here. Yeah,
I think what this really has going for it, other than the premise, which is fantastic, a squad of Predators taking on all these humans, but I just love that we're on a game reserve alien planet, and we've dropped together these elite hunters that are humans.
Yeah, genius.
All from different walks of life. Yeah. You know, you've got like the mercenary Adrian Brody, you've got Yakuza, the Russian soldier with the minigun. Yeah. You've got like Death Row inmate Walton Goggins. You got Mahershala Ali. Yeah.
The cast is insane.
The cast is stacked.
It's stacked. Yeah. It's insane.
And then Danny Trejo's in it as well.
Argue like a perfect cast. Perfect cast.
And I love they've all got their own unique weapons. I think they're all perfect for a Predator movie. Even Adrian Brody, which I do get the detractors, he is doing a bit of a Christian Bale Dark Knight voice.
Yeah, he is.
But I do buy him as this kind of like, he'll cross you to survive.
I think he looks, funny enough, look, we slag him off. People slag him off on that. But I think he looks the most like a soldier than any of the guys in the first Predator movie. Like a real soldier. Like the guys he's
lean.
Like he looks like an actual soldier. The way it's like, obviously, I love the first Predator movie, but like the whole point is like
they're all bodybuilders.
None of them. You know what I mean? And I think on set of the first movie, they got a real guy in to teach him how to shoot guns, and they all just like firing from the hip. And then he went, "Yeah, it's not that kind of movie, is it?" So like he just let them do it, and you're like, and he took them for runs and stuff, and apparently like they were struggling, apart from Arnold. And Carl Weathers. And it's like, he was like, yeah, they're not really, it's not that kind of movie where they're supposed to be like realistic soldiers. Whereas I buy more.
That's what makes it so good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. That is exactly what makes it so good. But Adrian Brody, I do buy. So it's funny when people slag it off because I'm like, he does look more like a soldier.
It's Hollywood muscle inflation, isn't it? It's like, oh, Robert Pattinson's too slim to play Batman. Actually,
he looks like an MMA fighter.
He looks like an MMA fighter. And it's the same thing with Adrian Brody. Like, he looks like a lean cut fighter.
Exactly.
He looks like a soldier. I agree with you.
I just think I think the problem with Adrian Brody is that Adrian Brody is a great actor, but he sometimes he can overact. He can overact. Sometimes he overdoes it. Sometimes. He goes too far.
This game is game. I'm so mean. I don't like anybody. I work alone.
He's like one of those, isn't he?
Yeah, I agree with you. But then I love that premise of them not trusting each other, having to work together. Yeah. I think there's loads of like little mini bonds that are really nice character work. I like that the Russian soldier takes care of Topher Grace because he saved him.
Yeah.
and he literally sacrifices himself here,
Yeah.
never finding out the twist, which is I think is really nice. Type of Grace that why is he there? He's not a killer. Oh yes, he is, but he's not a warrior like all of them. He's a serial killer.
Yeah.
Love that twist. I love Walter Goggins and Mahershala Ali.
The only thing, let me just put it because I do think I like that twisting concept, but it is stupid the way he does it. It's like because you're gonna kill him in the middle of like all of this.
You know, I did think that, but then on rewatching it, I did think the reason why he does it is because Royce, Adrian Brody, leaves them.
Yeah,
and it's just him and the other soldier. So it's like
but he's got his leg missing. Like he needs someone to help him move.
No, but it's like I think they're done for. It's like this is my last like bit of fun.
Alright, I see.
That's how I see it because it's like once Royce has left, he's getting on the Predator ship. There's no escape.
Yeah.
So I think it works for me.
Yeah.
And also like he's not all there, is he?
No.
Like but I just love the premise of all these warriors. Why is Topher Grace here? He doesn't fit.
Yeah.
He does fit.
Yeah.
He's a different kind of killer.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mahershala Ali and Walton Goggins back and forth, really great. The Yakuza. Oh, you speak English. Why have you not been speaking this whole time? Well, last time I spoke, I paid the price.
Exactly,
Like, there's loads of. I think the character work is, as in terms of the Predator franchise, really underrated.
Yeah.
And I really care when they start getting dropped.
Yeah.
Walton Goggins goes out like a king.
Yeah.
Even though he's like the most rank of all of them.
Yeah.
Stabbing the guy's back. Come on, pussy.
Yeah, he's an evil fucker in that movie as well.
It's great, and also like I love the way they flush out the humans with the dogs.
Yeah.
I love that bit where they're deciding whether to mercy kill Danny Trejo. They ended up doing it, and then it turns out, they've recorded his voice. He's actually alive. Great moment.
Yeah, that's great.
I know. I
like the bit where the I forgot what's the character's name. The lady.
Isabella.
Isabella, yeah, you're right. Isabella. You find out the reason why she doesn't. She wanted to put him out, Danny Trejo's, because one of her soldiers before she didn't do it because she couldn't have the balls, and like there's some really nice character stuff.
And I think there is actually chemistry with her and Adrian Brody.
Yeah.
And that just for me it pulls the whole thing along. Also, you get a Predator versus Predator throwdown at the end. I like the inversion of I'm not going to cover myself in mud. I'm going to light the whole place on fire so you can't see me.
Yeah.
There's really nice
ideas,
variations on the Predator, the original Predator.
Yeah.
It's also I just love as well. We're on an alien planet. And all these people have been picked.
Yeah, it's a great premise.
I think it starts at the perfect point where he gets dropped in.
Agree.
And I think there's some really great kills. I love the Yakuza fight with the Predator.
It's one of the peaks of the series, the whole
fantastic
franchise,
fight.
Yeah.
I love the way the Russian guy kills his Predator.
Yeah,
where he's like stabbed. He's like, he's like, well, hang on a minute, suicide vest.
Do you know who that guy is, by the way?
Or is he like a fighter?
He was the first ever Russian UFC champion.
Was he?
Yeah.
Dude's a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast.
Is he?
Yeah. He was the first ever Russian UFC champion.
That's funny.
Yeah, he fought back in the early days, like against Tank and people like that. Like,
he's whack.
Yeah, he's a big,
absolute lump.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think what it has that Killer of Killers doesn't have. What I was saying earlier about all these predators start dying, you start being like, well, they're actually really competent. I feel like they actually sell me on legitimizing every single predator that gets killed in this film. Like that predator wins, he decides to suicide himself to kill this predator. The other Yakuza fight is like they both get killing blows, and then obviously like the predator at the end, it's Isabella and Royce together fighting it, and it's just fought another predator. Like so, I think it doesn't feel like the predators are ever like weakened.
No. I agree with that 100%. I was actually reading as well about the predators that apparently they are like abandoned. So like like the other one that's got like apparently that's a xenomorph jawline. Apparently.
Really?
Apparently, yeah.
Okay.
Apparently like those three, other than the jungle, they're like kind of like outcasted from their tribes. They're like apparently I don't know. Obviously, I don't know. You know more about the lore of the predators than I do, but that's what I've read. Yeah, it's true.
That's interesting.
But which I thought was a cool fact. I do love that bit with the jungle predator where it's like they've got it strung up, and then when he comes out and he kind of lets Brody go, and then I do like the twist of like when he gets on the ship and then the other predator's like beep, 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 and you're like, oh fuck, he's dead. And then you find out he's come back. There's lots of cool stuff. There's lots to like about the Predators, and that is why it's actually high on my list.
I think next to the first Predator film, best casting and characters. And the only thing I think rivals it remotely is Badlands.
Interesting. Okay.
And that's really just down to Elle Fanning.
Yeah.
I think there's a cast of characters put in a situation. I think it's a really nice spin on the first Predator. Yeah. And I think it's quite obvious from the way I've gushed about it that it's going to come quite high up on this list.
I was. This has really surprised me, actually.
It surprised me too.
Yeah.
Where you put Badlands, I think... Well, you've put Badlands higher, haven't you? But I put it here because I think it could, in earnest, on rewatches, creep up.
Yes.
But I think it's too early to call it at this time. I've seen it twice, and I really enjoyed it. And everything we discussed at the start of the pod, I really like all those things about it. But I just think when push comes to shove, I think there's some OG Predator films that I probably enjoy more than this. And also, I really appreciate it for the big swing that it is. But as we were saying earlier, it's not... No, I don't want to say it's not a true Predator, because it is a true Predator. But it's not Predator hunting humans, which is what I come to Predator for. It's a different thing.
Yeah.
Which I really enjoyed. I really like the Callus. I really like the reveal of...
The IKEA furniture.
The IKEA furniture.
Yeah.
Oh, the Callus. I really like the heart to this movie of, as you say, it is a bit Guardians of the Galaxy of him realising that Monkey's the Kalisk child, not wanting to kill the Kalisk anymore. It's such fresh ground for Predator from every angle. I think for me, I'm just it's kind of what you feel like with Predators. I'm I think it could just be a little bit stronger. Yeah. I think some of the Predator on Predator fight at the start could be a little bit cooler. Yeah. I could have done with just a touch more. Yeah. I think one thing that I really would have liked is the Predator dad. I really like the way that book ends the film, but I kind of wish him and his clan had come to the planet for the finale. I wish they'd been right, we're gonna go kill Deck. We found him. Just to add a bit more to that finale, and he kills the dad there, rather than it being now we're going to go bookend this,
what if the dad, it could be cool, what if it was a bit Terminator-y and the dad's kind of coming after him whilst he's doing
that's what I mean, a predator hunting a predator, and also I just think that
would be cool.
The dad's such a great character, having him just at the beginning and the end, I kind of feel I think it would have added more stakes if midpoint,
I agree,
after he's captured, the dad's right, I'm going to fucking finish this bitch off. Yeah. I've tracked his ship and he's crashed here. 2 of my guards have come in. And then, that scene that plays out at the end where he kills them, that could have been on that I just And I
100% agree with everything you're saying, 100%.
And that for me, I just think, I really liked it. Yeah. But there's a couple of other Predator films I think edge it out.
Okay.
Should we do the next...
The next one, this is number 3, right?
Number 3, okay. So you put Predators there at number 4. Yeah. I put Badlands. Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1. Predators.
Badlands.
Okay. Interesting. So
I'm just gonna go off of your Badlands just because you just started speaking about it. So the only reason it goes above Predators for me is I just feel
Predator 2.
And Predator 2. One, I think the character. Over Predator 2, I think the characters are better. In the especially Elle Fanning, I just think it's more interesting. Yeah. I just think it's a tighter movie. Again, like we said already, at this point, it's getting into that era where the little things are mattering over what I prefer over the others, right? Yeah. And I think it's just a tighter movie. It's leaner. I love the Predator's premise. It does bother me. I just still feel like there's a better movie there. Predator Badlands, I do think there's a better movie there as well, with the whole following the Predator as a protagonist. However, whilst watching it, it did make me think: is it just because did you have to do this, like we said earlier, this kind of tone because it is so hard to do a Predator perspective movie where we've watched this guy for decades kill humans, and now we've got to try and root for him. Yeah. I do get why it takes in this route. I found it really fun from start to finish. It's I can't explain it. Safe isn't the right word with the movie because it's a real swing. It's a real swing
from a premise standpoint.
But structurally and stuff, it never felt particularly too surprising. The only thing I did like that I did find was a cool little twist was the kind of the big monster not being this big bag killable thing. He ends up befriending it, and I did actually like that more than I thought.
The child, I liked all that more than I thought I would.
Yeah, if you told that to me, I'd be like, "That's fucking sucks."
I think the only thing that gives it away is when he's fighting the Kalisk, and you finally see its face cleared. It's got those gibbly eyes.
Yeah,
I'm well, by the laws of cinema, if this character has like emotive eyes, I feel like there's going to be a little bit more here.
Yeah.
You know, like the Xenos, nothing.
Yeah,
you know?
exactly.
So that kind of, that's just the way it is. But
exactly.
I feel like it kind of gives it away a little bit. But
and I appreciate Dan Trachtenberg expanding on kind of the universe of the expanding on them, and just the idea of the alien planets. I love the idea of like what you said earlier, the kind of grass that's made of like knives and just I feel like and the when they were shooting the vine like alien type things, I feel like he really thought about the designs of all these monsters in this world, and for that I really enjoyed it, and I think it's going to become quite rewatchable. It's the tone of it I'm still not sure, and I think like you said we'll know when we've got more time with these things, but right now this is where it feels like it should be in my rankings right now. Could change in the future. Predators and Predator 2 rewatching them again could also change that, but that's how I feel about Badlands right now.
You know what, the more I think it's a hard one because I could put Badlands over Predator 2. Currently, as it stands, it's Badlands and Predator 2. But I do think you're right. You know what, the thing that really swings me is I think when you say characters, because I think the hunt and the fun of Predator 2 in the third act is great.
Yeah, it's really good.
I think
and the
you're
practical
right
as well.
Yeah, but I think you're right and that Deck and Tessa / Thea, the good elf Annie, and the Callus.
Yeah.
There's far more heart to that story, and I like those characters better. This is tough.
It's tough.
I feel like I could swap them around. I could swap them around. So Predator 2 could go fourth.
Yeah.
Badlands could go third. I'll kind of.
Do you know what? I'm still surprised because I thought you was gonna have Predator 2 at number 2. I already did. So now I'm interested.
Oh, interesting. Really? Yeah. No, I do like it, but it's not. One thing I think really lets Predator 2 down actually is Danny Glover kind of puts it all together, and then just before he's about to put it all together, the plot kicks in. They capture him. Gary Busey gives all the exposition.
Yeah.
That really annoys me because it does just feel like we got to start the finale now.
Yeah.
Yeah. What happened?
Because he was about to get. Yeah.
This guy's a hunter, and a few years ago in South America, this happened.
Yeah.
And he's here to do this.
Yeah.
Like he just lays it out.
He does. Yeah.
Whereas there's nothing like you know what Badlands. You're right. It's a better script, and the characters are better. I think the filth is better in Predator 2 slightly.
I know what you mean, and I think it's because we like that practical, Predator suit. I do think it looks better. I do think there is a gloss over this of Badlands, which I know you have to do because it's an alien planet. But there are certain things where I'm just like, and he said as well, Dan Trachtenberg, I don't think there's a single shot where there isn't a visual effect applied to it. Kind of makes me a little bit sad because I don't think, but I get it because of that story. But I do think you can do it in a way you don't need to do that.
You say that, but I think the alien planet. What I love about Badlands is that it's not like the J.J. Abrams Star Wars movies where it's like, here's another desert. It's all practical. That's cool, but it's just I've seen it before.
Yeah, it's true. It does.
Every shot of this alien planet, there's a giant maggot up a mountain.
I agree.
There's like blade grass. There's like I see why it's visual effects because everything is like alien to such an inventive degree.
No, I 100% agree. I think it's more just like when you do that, there is look. We're in nitpick territory here. When you do that, you kind of lose the kind of dynamic lighting that you can get because you have to kind of light everything.
We're getting some dynamic lighting right now.
Yeah, 100%. Blinded.
Oh my god, we're never doing a daytime.
No, definitely not. Whereas like it is fun to me, like the Predator 2, like the whole set, even the sets like, running through the estate and like the building and stuff, and just some of the blue lighting they have, and like I do. There is a little bit that makes me sad that like I get why Dex's face is like has to be CG'd. I do get it, but like when I watched back a lot of these movies like Predators and stuff, and I'm seeing like they're talking with the mandibles still, and I'm like,
I must admit, I do think it's a lot.
I do get it though. It's an
complicated of a character.
It is, yeah. It is,
and it's a lot more emotive. I do.
No, I get it. I do get it. But again, if we're in nitpick territory, I do miss that. But, yeah.
Shall we reveal our second picks and then first picks? I feel like it's at this point it's going to be obvious.
It's obvious.
But I will say, I think You know what? I will swap them around. I think Predator 2, 4, Badlands 3, and then in second place, Predators.
Prey.
Prey!
Yeah.
Bro!
Yeah. Well, whoa, yeah.
Prey second!
Yeah, Prey second best. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're goddamn right.
I don't know why you're surprised. There's no more movies left, man.
I was, yeah. Confused when you think about your own list, yeah. Prey second.
Yeah, Prey I think is the second best.
That's crazy. So where did I put Prey?
You put it like
1, 2, 3, 4, fifth.
Fifth,
in
yeah.
the second.
Yeah.
Damn. I mean, that's for all the reasons you listed already, right? And you think it's the second best Predator movie.
Yeah. I think that I think it's the second best Predator movie just because I like the I like the character and I like the arc she kind of goes on and I like how lean the movie is and I do think it was safe bet of like a different time or whatever, but I did love from the get-go the whole idea of like it's in the past. What does a Predator look like before the technology that it has now? What does a human do without guns? It kind of makes more sense with the character because we know the guns don't do shit really because they can figure it out. And I liked that that she had to use like the elements of like the mud and like her sort of hunting skills. It was a cool because it was like the hunter. It was the first time I feel like we had other than maybe like Predators where it's like an actual hunter versus an actual hunter alien.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I just like that as a premise. I do think there is some, again, not a perfect movie. I do think there are some particular performances, particularly from the brothers, not great. I think she's great. I do think that it takes a little bit of a while to get going. But when it gets going, I think there's some really cool moments, like the whole fight with the Predator with the bear and her witnessing that. I think that's really cool. I think that the action sequence where the Predator is taking out the Frenchman is some of the coolest shit in the Predator franchise.
And they're like,
he's so good.
When he swings the axe, boom. It's got some of the best Predator action.
That's what I mean. And like when it throws the net. And the net like mashed potatoes, the human, you know what I mean? And then like when
he's jumping between the trees.
But
for me, it's like one of the top tier Predator action sequences of that scene.
Yeah. But
I don't think for a whole movie it makes it top tier Predator.
No, I get that. And I just like, it feels like a very lean Predator movie where I like the characters. I know what you mean like safe, but I think structurally it's just tight, does everything it needs to do, and I think the action's great, some of the best in the series. And I just think it was an ingenious idea, really, in general. Just having, I actually really love the design of the Predator. Cool. Cool. I like how it's a little bit different.
I really like the Dan Trachtenberg thing of like, because they do it in Kill of Killers, of they're wearing masks but the mandibles are still exposed.
Yeah.
So you kind of get a bit of like the best of both. Like you get the iconic mask, but also the other second most iconic thing, maybe arguably other than the dreads, is the mandibles.
Exactly.
And like you always kind of, once the reveal's done, I know they're under there.
Yep.
I think it makes so much sense to be like, right, we're going to incorporate it into the mask.
Yep.
Great idea.
Definitely.
Great idea.
I 100% agree. And I love the way that she figures out to defeat the guy using his mask, using that mud they set up earlier. I just think it's a really fun movie, and I think it's kind of what I want more from a Predator movie. That's why I put it over Badlands, in the sense that like I like the Predator being the one that's hunting, and we have to deal with that issue. And I like seeing the Predator hunt humans and chop them apart. I think it feels like a proper horror movie, this film, which is where I see the Predator, where I want my Predator franchise to be.
Yeah.
But yeah, from Predators, Badlands, Prey, and Predator. Those second, third, and fourth places, like they kind of all.
Yeah, I agree.
It's hard. I do really
like this movie. I just think
yeah.
Badlands and Predators, I just think have more risky premises.
Yeah.
And maybe the action's on par to better, but I prefer the characters. And I do think when it comes to this like granular point where Prey, Predator 2, Badlands and Predators are all kind of on par for me. So it's really just really tiny increments. And I think that's why our list is kind of so jumbled at this point. Because I like all of these films, and they've all done something good. Yeah. But I just think these things edge out for these reasons.
100% agree. I feel like next year you could ask me to do my Predator rankings, and those four could be in different places.
One thing that will definitely not change. I actually think we're going to struggle to talk about this one because it's just like we all know what the best Predator movie is. Yeah. It's Predator. Predator is the number one. It's not just because it's the whole thing that started it off. It's just it's the tightest. It's got the best characters. It's Arnold Schwarzenegger doing what he does best, but it's also got a really intelligent, emotional core to it. There's definitely a subtext to Vietnam, isn't there? Of like, and which is also in Aliens of like these macho guys. It's also a breakdown of masculinity because they
and action movies, everything. Yeah.
They do the whole opening with like knock knock, stick around. Yeah. Classic action movie kind of staples. They've got the big muscles. Yeah. They can take down anything. Yeah. They literally have a scene where they do the big like gunning down the whole jungle, and it does nothing. Yeah. This Predator fights smarter, not harder. And Arnold watches his whole crew get absolutely annihilated. What I also like about this is it's a deconstruction of masculinity because it's a horror movie with a load of masculine men where they all get picked off one by one. Arnold is the final girl. All of his muscles basically don't matter. What he needs to do to win the day is shred all of the weapons and actually, I know obviously like he fashions sticks and he has a fist fight with the Predator at the end to beat it, but the thing that manages to make him beat it really is knowing, I can obscure myself from its vision. I need to like outthink this thing if I'm going to win
and use tools.
And return to like a very primal state.
Was the thing that kept humans surviving over other animals or other predators in the early years of humanity, which was we could create tools and use our environment. You know what I mean?
He's like what he does. It has over prey. Is that he goes from the soldier to a hunter. Like that arc is so clear, so good. And you love everyone in it. Shane Black's hilarious. Billy,
every character.
Apollo fucking Creed is in it.
He's so good. Carl Weathers is so good in this. I love seeing the rapport at the start. It's such a great. It does such a good job of like these guys have been friends for years. Yeah, and not in a way that's like, when we did this, when we did that. It's like straight away from a handshake. You son of a bitch! You've been pushing too many pencils. Like they become they become memes now. But
but it's a meme because it's iconic.
Because it's iconic.
It's a great scene.
And it's like you immediately are like, these guys are bros. Like these guys are like best friends or like friends for years.
But then of course he betrays him.
And it was just amazing. Because throughout the movie you're like, the others don't quite trust him. The other guys in the team don't quite trust him. And he keeps doing things more and more for us to not trust him even more. And then we realise, particularly and then he almost has like his redemption. Yeah, it's just, I don't think, for me, it's like Predator and then like the rest. Like I don't even think.
Yeah, I don't think they're even close. It's an insane cut.
I don't think they're even close. I don't think they're close.
Like, well, it's like Aliens, Predator from both these series.
Yeah.
Everything else, to varying degrees.
100%.
Like they're the perfect movies for me.
100%. I agree.
It's a perfect action movie. It's a perfect horror movie. That design from Stan Winston with the mandibles, iconic, absolutely fantastic. James Cameron suggested the mandibles, didn't it? And the fact that they had a design that, if you ever look at the pictures, the Van Damme Predator, it sucks.
It sucks, yeah.
I'm so glad they went with what they went with.
Yeah.
It's an absolute joy from start to finish. It's one of those films that if it's ever on, I'll watch it to the end. If anyone's ever like, I haven't seen it, right, let's stick it on right now.
Even just talking about it right now, I want to watch it again.
Yeah.
I watched it like 2 days ago. It's incredible. And I think there's certain things in it that we like, maybe we didn't know or we don't have, we forget about because of when the movie came out before we was even born, is that, you have this whole movie with the Predator. It's hunting them down. You see the Predator, he's got his mask. Then he's having his one-to-one with Dutch. And then it takes off the mask. And it's like that, like the smoke comes out. And I was reading, like, people couldn't believe, like, that reveal. We would see more of it. We thought that would just be it. But to reveal that and have the mouth, the mandibles, like, no one had ever seen it. I mean, in my opinion, the greatest monster design of all time is the Xenomorph. But the number 2 is the Predator. There is, like the design of the Predator is just, is everything, and like
notch.
the movie almost doesn't work if Stan Winston doesn't come in, and like the movie could still be good, but what elevates it, and what's made it, I think, have so many sequels is not just obviously the concept of the Predator itself is interesting, but the design of it is just so
stalking from the trees, invisible. It's top notch. It's top notch.
I mean, I feel like I could talk about Predator for like all day long. Like it's just like what can you say that hasn't already been said? Like
that's the problem with this movie is like you know it's endlessly quotable. It's tight as a drum.
Yeah.
Fantastic action. You know, I ain't got time to bleed. There's just so many iconic, quotable, memeable moments from it.
Yeah. Do you know how it was originally going to open?
No.
Because actually, you know what? The one thing I do think, but it's not a little bit. If I was going to give it a little sign, if I was going to criticize something, is the opening shot. I don't think we should see that the ship land as the opening of Predator. I think it would work much better without that. You just start with the soldiers. And then you reveal it throughout.
Well, it's that From Dusk Till Dawn thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
That was what that movie would be.
Yeah.
That's
actually what Rodriguez said inspired From Dusk Till Dawn was Predator.
Oh, see there.
There you go. And obviously he was going to do a Predator movie with Predators.
Yeah. So that's... Yeah, because you're right, because if you just remove that one shot, you'd be watching a standard Arnold jungle movie.
Yeah.
And then it would become something else.
Well...
Which would be cool.
In the original draft, the opening shot... I think is genius from the way it's described. And the way it's described is essentially, I'm going to butcher it. Obviously, but if you should read up the opening of read the script. Actually, it's quite good. So the opening is we see something rising above the jungle in the jungle heat. It looks almost alien-like. It looks out of this world. It looks like an alien ship or something. And as we kind of pull out more, it's revealed that it's an army helicopter.
That's cool. Also, kind of evocative of AVP.
Yeah,
satellite that ends up being... Well, you look think it's an alien queen, it ends up being a satellite. I love that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I wonder if that was inspired. Because, and I think that's a way stronger opening. Because it's like you hint at the opening shot. Yeah. You hint at the out of the worldliness and then reveal the helicopter. Again,
I never thought of it that way, but you're right, because... Obviously, you just know Predator is Predator. Like, even before you watched it, you look at the box art. Like, I watched it very young. Yeah. Younger than I probably should have watched it. But I knew before I put it in.
We'd seen the design because it just is in the world. Yeah.
I wanted to watch it because it was about alien. It was about an alien hunting Arnold Schwarzenegger. Yeah. So I already know. But,
exactly.
But yeah, in context of the movie, maybe that is cooler that it would be a twist.
But yeah.
But again, I get what you're saying. It's very much studio knows.
Yeah, exactly.
We always have to signal the genre. Which is something that I think, that's why From Dusk Till Dawn is so good.
Yeah, exactly.
You don't have to, it proves you don't have to do it. You don't have to do it.
I also think it's weird because I found out that the ending of Predator, he was actually going to go on the ship like he does in 2. And it was in the script.
Oh, they cut it for...
Well, they were going to kill Dutch off. And it was going to be revealed, I think, that he had like the skins of them in his ship, of like Dutch and stuff. But obviously, like, people were like, we want sequels to this thing. Which is funny because they never brought him back.
Yeah. But they tried to get him for Predator 2.
They tried multiple times. Predators, they tried.
Predators. Yeah. The Predator he's supposed to be at the end. I think we will see Dutch in the Trachtenberg era. I think that's... Yeah. I mean, obviously, they teased it at the end of Killer Killers, but I think it's a dead cert, to be honest. I think we're going to get one more Tango.
It's got to be done.
Arnold, come on. Especially in animated form, because it's like, he can still be young. Danny Glover can still be young. Yeah. I think that's the best way to take that. And I'd be satisfied if Killer Killers 2 is my Dutch movie.
I agree.
I don't need him to pop in live action necessarily. That's fine. That's fine.
Did you ever watch those? I forgot what they were called. Do you know the Next Level?
Yes.
Just short films they did on Amazon.
Yeah.
So there's an animated story based off of a game. I think it's like a MOBA or something. And Arnold plays a character, right? And it's so much fun. You should watch it, right? Yeah. And it's animated Arnold. And I was watching it and I was like, I need more animated Arnold. Yeah. Why is this not? And then when you said about the Killer Killers, I was like, this would so work. Because I'm like, oh yeah, Arnold's too old now to do the things he used to do. But if it get animated Arnold and get him to
And
voice
his voice, yeah.
His
His voice
still
will
on
sound
it.
older, but it's still going to be pretty
It's still on
good.
it. Well, watch that thing because it's him younger.
Okay. He looks young in it.
Yeah.
It's Arnold's face.
Yeah, mate, it's great.
Okay,
Well, it's like
okay.
it's not Arnold's.
Yeah,
it's a
clearly
Jack
Arnold.
dude, but it's not. But it is.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah.
cool. We've offered a lot now.
We have,
So
yeah.
I think it's a good time to wrap it up.
It is, yeah.
Do you want to just go for a quick finale rundown
Okay, let's go.
of where we're at? So my ranking officially
Yep.
is The Predator,
Yeah.
AVPR,
Yeah.
AVP,
Yeah.
Killer of Killers,
Yeah.
Prey,
Yeah.
Predator 2, Badlands, Predators, Predator.
Nice. So I've got the Predator, AVPR, AVP, Killer of Killers, Predator 2, Predators, Badlands, Prey, Predator. Boom.
Well, let us know your Predator rankings in the comments below.
Please do.
And let us know what you thought of our rankings. If you think that us are dog shit,
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you think we're out of our
Yeah,
goddamn minds.
just slag us off in the comments.
Yeah.
Say, what idiots. Yeah.
Some damn fools accused us of being the best.
Yeah.
It was probably ourselves, because no one would ever say that. And next month, I think we're most likely going to do this big James Cameron ranking
Yes.
around Avatar. So stay tuned.